You, as an individual, was not born in sins. You were not born in sin. Let's make this clear so we as a people may comprehend. Without laws, there are no sin. Do we comprehend what I'm saying to you? Without laws, there are no sin. Remember this. No man can commit sin without laws. Okay? So we know that the Creator itself have no laws, no rules, no regulations as men make it to be. Just remember this one thing. If there are no rules, no regulation, there are no laws. And this is what we as a people must get. Until we get it, that no sin can be produced unless there are rules, regulations that was created by the Creator. The Creator is free. The Creator have no rules. The Creator have no regulation. So who will determine that you were born in sin? And who accuse you of sin? What make you believe and accept that you were born in sin? Remember this. You were not born in sin because you were born free. You were born without any rules, without any regulations. And if there is no rules and regulations, then there cannot be no sin. But who accused you of sin? It is the devil, and we know it is the church. The church is that which accuses you of sin. And the church, it is the arms, it is that which go to and fro within the earth, accusing the brethren of sin. The church, religion, have said that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Nothing else did that. It is the church that declared that you have sinned and come short of the glory of God. The church is what accused you of sin. Okay? So the Creator have no rules and no regulation, but they say that you was born in sin. You cannot born in sins if there are no rules and there are no regulation. And this is why I know that we were not born in sin. The church, being who and what it is, which is the representation of Lucifer, of the devil, is the one that accused you of sin and declared you to be sinners. The church is that which accuse you of sin. So you need to recognize that. You need to come to the realization that it is the church that literally accuse you of sin. How long are we going to be deceived and not pay attention to that which truly accuse you of sin, that which made you become a sinner. How long are we going to do that? How long? That's what I would like to know. How long are we going to continue walking this kind of mindset that we are walking in and saying that we are sinners? We are not sinners. We didn't and we was not born in sin. We are accused because of the church accused us of being sinners. The church is what bring forth rules and regulations, and because of these rules and regulations, we was labeled as sinners. That's the only way, because the Creator itself have no rules, have no regulation. So why there is no rules and regulation, and after a sudden now you become a sinner? No, there's no truth in that. There are no truth in that. And this is what you as a people must realize. You must realize that it take rules, it take regulations, it take laws for sin to manifest itself. Who make rules? Who make laws? It is man. Man is the one who done that and continues to do that. Let me fix this light here, man. Now, man is the one who done that. So without man making these rules and regulations, no sin can be and no sin can manifest itself in the way and say that we were born in sin. We was not born in sin. If there's no rules and there was no law, we did not and we did not born in sin according to the Creator. Now, if you are walking in the duality mindset, yes, you are, because there is the one who declared you to be sinners. There is the one who said to you that all have sinned. And this is why I said to you as a people, you need to comprehend what is the devil. I said, the devil goes around seeking whom it may devour. This is what the gospel does. They go out throughout the earth, preaching, teaching throughout the earth, seeking whom it may devour, which is to make you accept their teachings. And then they do what they do and declare you to be a sinner. And when they declare you to be a sinner, now you have to and you will join their programming. Okay? And you will join their programming. So the church itself, religion itself, have become the arms of Lucifer, because we know Lucifer is the bright and morning star, which is the representation of the sun. Lucifer is actually the sun, according to the Bible. Lucifer is actually the sun, according to the Bible. You say, well, whiteness, Trump forever. Well, let him be forever. That's on you and him. That have nothing to do with me. That's them. That's them. That's what you all want to do. Have nothing to do with that. That have nothing to do with me. They are from the age of race. from the age of race, you're gonna be alright because that kind of race is not. It's not for me. I walk in wholeness and whiteness today. Well, continue walking whiteness. That's on you. That's what you want to do. That's how you live. How are you, friend? I am whole. I'm in wholeness. I'm in oneness with all things. And how are you doing? I am doing great too. And that's the good thing. I'm doing great. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you in every way, you know. Hmm. No, I wouldn't say I don't consider myself as no wise nothing. I'm just a person that observe things in the way I observe things. I look beyond the charade. I look beyond the noise. I see things for what they are, and that's just who I am. How we up and by. By what? However, by what you say. Um, you have a demon, brother. What you know about demon? You know about demon? You know about a demon. Stop speaking things you don't know about. Okay? You don't know about a demon. So let's not speak about things that you don't know about. Okay? They can be alright. I'm not moved by them. They're moved by me. That's what that's the thing. They are moved by me. You know. I'm not moved by them. They are moved by me. This is why they're here saying things what they're saying and doing what they're doing. They're moved by me. I'm not moved by them. I don't follow them. I don't do nothing with them. So they're gonna be alright. But come to what I'm saying, it's about knowing that you as a person was not born in sin. That's a deceitful way of talking, and know that sin cannot manifest itself if there is no laws, there is no rules, there is no regulation. And when you as an individual was born in this earth, there was none. The Creator itself that created all did not and did not have no rules. Okay, so how all men have sinned and come short of the glory of the bastard, basically what they're saying, of the Creator, which we know that's not true because the Creator itself have no rules and regulation and are not governed by rules and regulation. Man are them which judges good and evil. Man is who do that, not the Creator itself. And this is what many people fail to realize. The Creator itself have not created no laws, no regulations, but man have created laws rules and regulations, okay, to govern man. So if there are any kind of gods that they are saying as a god, because we know gods are different things that man choose to worship. So if there are gods that have rules and regulations, it is really man, okay, that created whatever God they create. But these did not come directly from the Creator. It come directly from man. You mute these people. Can I mute them? Um, I think I will because I just started on YouTube. I don't know what's going on too much yet about YouTube. On TikTok, I would have done get rid of them a long time. Because, like I said, I have over 50,000 people on TikTok, but I choose to go on YouTube now because I want to build my YouTube channel. And I am just learning my YouTube channel. Just give me about next day or two, I will find out more, and I will erase them off my channel. You know, because they are disturbing people who want to engage and truly be encouraged and want to know truth and want to walk in truth. So just give me a few days, say about 2 days, because I promised myself, when I come from work tomorrow, I will go live because they send me a message that I need to go live more and build up my followers and subscribers on YouTube. So I will do that. You know, I have a lot to say. I have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to dealing with life itself. Life itself, it's for me, it's about living in wholeness. And this what is all about, living in wholeness, you know. And this is what I walk in. And when I started today, you said about sin. What would you say about sin? Let me see what you say here. Blah, 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 blah. So let me ask you a question. You're talking about being sinful. What makes you sinful? You're saying every baby that was born, they were born as sinners. How can a baby born a sinner and that baby have no rules, no regulations? The baby never violated no laws. So how they are born a sinner? You have to be a breaker of laws, rules and regulations, knowingly of that. You cannot fool me and tell me a man sin unknowingly. Okay. Even if there's laws existing somewhere like within the earth, a man cannot walk in sin and don't know that he have sinned. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. Your kind of God people that governs you are unjust people to say that all have sinned. If a man don't know this, this is what the laws are set up for. Judging, you know, this is what it does. You're making believe that all have sinned. All did not sin. Okay? Because according to the creator, we're talking about the creator here. We're not talking about what man have created laws. Man have created laws, and man continues to create laws, rules, and regulations. That's man. Man is who determines what is good and what is evil. This is what we need to realize. Man, which is male, they determine what is good and evil. And upon these rules and regulations, this is where evil become. So when they're telling you that God create evil, like to say the creator create evil. No. The creator created man, which is woman, and woman created male, and male comes, and they create laws, and they determine what is good and what is evil. The creator create everything as a neutral base. Okay? Everything is neutral. Nothing is good or evil in the flow of the creator. Things are good and evil in the determination of man, whether female or male. But the creator itself does not determine what is good or evil. The creator stands and flows with consciousness to all. Okay? But man are the one that literally make the determination of what is good and evil. But the creator does not determine. So when they make believe that the creator create evil, no. The creator does not create evil. Man was given the ability to be creator. And man created laws, rules, regulations. Okay? And man, upon the determination of man, they make the determination that this is good and this is evil. And upon those determinations, this is where and this is what it is. Okay? So now we comprehend what it is. So you cannot be born and sinner, of being a sinner. No. You are born pure, you shall live pure. Okay? And you can live pure in this lifetime. So let's make it clear. He said, Victor, it's okay, friend. He said, Victor, are you a ras? What's a ras? What are you talking about? If I'm a ras? If I'm a ras? If I'm a ras? Oh. Well, if you don't want to listen, you don't have to listen. I'm not begging you to listen, nothing, you know. Are you a ras? What Ras? Rasta? That's what you're saying? That's what you're saying? If I'm a Rasta? That's what you're saying? No, I'm not a Rasta. Because I don't worship highly Selassie. And I don't worship nothing. I don't deal with religion. Religion is something that a man walking in slavery. For me, religion is slavery. For me, religion, you have accepted to be a slave and be governed by someone else. You cannot be a slave and volunteer to be a slave. You was not put up on this earth to be a slave. You have to set yourself free from this kind of mindset. You was not put here to worship nothing. We comprehend? And this is what I'm saying to you as a people. So when people try to make you a ras or a religious person, you don't want to be a religious person. Okay? You got a mind of your own. You could think for yourself. Okay? I refuse to be anything to do with religion. Yeah, I refuse to be anything with religion. I don't have nothing to do with religion. Baby. Nah, through Adam. Nah, sin, we need to comprehend that Adam, without Adam, you must comprehend what Adam is and who Adam is, you know. And like I said to you, according to your Bible, Adam represent the what Adam represent is not what you're thinking it is. So when you're talking about Adam's sin, Adam's sin does not represent my sin. You know, your Bible speak about sin. That's what your Bible speak about. I cannot pay for my son's sin. My son cannot pay for my sins if there are sins to be paid for. Okay? So you try to make it as if, oh, Adam sinned, and because Adam sinned, then every man else sin. No. Your Bible even teach you that in Ezekiel speak and he says, a son cannot pay for the sins of the father, and the father cannot pay for the sins of the son. So after a sudden now, one will die for all sins. No, it don't work like that. You cannot be flipping out and in. It don't work like that. Go and read in Ezekiel and you will see this is what it is. Okay? So, no, that's not right. Back up. Mm-hmm. Unhappy. I'm not unhappy. What make me unhappy? Yes, I do answer question. Marcus is brainwash. Who said what said Marcus is brainwash? Who said that Marcus is brainwash? Marcus is brainwashed. Again, which one there? What? There are two backup. There are two backup. I mean, there are two backups. In case you were to notice. Yes, Victor. Okay, listen to this, You said here that who this is? Martin. You said that doesn't seems to make sense, Victor, of if man determines good and evil, then that means good and evil is based on option. Therefore, not having any real, what is it, real backing. Who determine good and evil? Let me get out of this library. Who determine good and evil? Who determines good and evil? Would you please tell me? Who determines good and evil? Is it not man? Who determined good and evil? Sometimes we tend to speak because we just walking in that duality mindset, and the duality mindset would tell you that to speak something to start basically an argument, because that's what you all do. You all don't speak because you all know. You speak because you think it sounds good. Nah, speak because you know. See me, if I don't know a thing, I am free to say I don't know a thing. Okay? But you all speak. Speak because you know. If you don't know, you ask a question, expecting an answer. And if the answer comes forth and it's not clear and putting you in the direction to know what you need to know, then you should seek more information. Okay? Like you just asked me, I asked you a simple question. Who determined good and evil? Is it not man that determined good and evil? You're saying it is the creator? It is not the creator that determined good and evil, it's man. Which one and when did the creator created good and evil? The creator have nothing to do with evil. Let me say something to you. The creator have nothing to do with evil, and the creator have nothing to do with good. The creator have everything to do with wholeness. Man is what created the duality mindset of good and evil. Okay? And that's what it is. It's no, the creator didn't determine nothing between good and evil. Yes, Rastafari. Yes, Rastafari what? Rastafari isn't Rasta. Ras isn't a religion. Ras isn't a religion. What are you saying? Ras isn't a religion. What are you saying? You're saying Rastafari is not a religion. The the movement of Jamaica is not a religion. What are you saying? What are you saying? Why are you all trying to make yourself be something that you are not? It's a religion. Stop the foolishness. Stop trying to fool and deceive people like Christianity. Okay? It's a religion. Rastafari movement is a religion and it is a Christianity. Okay? This is what it is. Okay? Over time, it have adapted to what is tend to move as some form of spiritual awakening in that way to adapt. But Rastafari, this religion, is not no way of life as Jamaicans practice it. Okay? It's not the way of life. It is a religion. It is Christianity. At only thing they did, they changed and they worshipped Haile Selassie. Okay? That's what they have done. Instead of worshiping Jesus. That's all they done. They use the Bible, just like they normally will use the Bible as Christianity, and they do what they do. Okay? It's no different. It's religion. They oppress the woman just like Christianity. They hate blackness just like Christianity. Okay? Okay? They hate the existence of blackness just like Christianity. So for me, it does not matter. So coming from, it's a religion. you need to realize that Rasta, Farians, is not what you think it is. Okay? Go and look at the history. Look at why Haile Selassie became who he is today. Why? He was not in the first place to be in that position that he is and was. Okay? Haile Selassie was chosen by the elites, which is the Western world. At the time, it was England, America, all of them, because they were fully aware that they were about to abolish slavery and actually give all the new countries independence. All these countries independence. This is why Haile Selassie was put in place and do what he done. To fight, number one, why Haile Selassie was and became who he became. Haile Selassie grew and came up through the ranks. Okay, not because he was the one to inherit no throne. Okay, remember there was a Ras, there was um one that was king of kings before he died. Okay, there was a son that was there in place to take the king's place, but Haile Selassie ended up became that person, which he was not a son of the king of kings at the time. He was not a son, but Haile Selassie ended up become the king of kings. Okay, which the queen and all of them take the real king of kings, which is the son, and take him into exile. Okay, still to date we don't know what actually occurred with that, but Haile Selassie was not supposed to be. Now Haile Selassie was chosen to become what he became. Okay, that's why. Why? Because of who? Marcus Messiah Garvey. Marcus Messiah Garvey at the time was that warrior that speak blackness and self-reliance, that speak about mental slavery, that emancipating yourself from mental slavery. What emancipation yourself from mental slavery was about? Christianity. You got to emancipate yourself from Christianity also. Okay? Haile Selassie represented in the fullness Christianity. So we know it was all about, this is why Marcus Garvey spoke about Haile Selassie in that kind of negative tone, because Marcus Garvey recognized that Haile Selassie was just a puppet. He was just a puppet. That's what he was. He was used by the elites. This is why, you know, this is what it was. When you think talk about the African Union today, which is African Union today, back then it was named a little different, but today is the African Union. It was all funded by the West. He was just used, and just to make sure that they know exactly what these new countries would be doing. That's what the whole thing was. Haile Selassie and Rastafari, as they making it to be, it's not, it's about all religion. And that's what it's all about, religion. It's all about religion. King David. What King David? Man, get somewhere with the foolishness, man. About King David. That's foolishness. Okay? But King David, that's foolishness. Victor, is there any reason we should believe you? Nah, there's no reason you should believe me. Go and look for yourself. Go and research for yourself. You shouldn't believe me. I'm not looking for you to believe me. I'm speaking truth. You don't have to believe truth. Truth is truth. If it is white man religion, let it be. You know? Yeah. No son can pay for no sins of nobody. So and this is what you need to realize. No son can pay for no sin of nobody. But they have taught you that. They have taught you that all have sinned. That's not no truth in that. And there's no truth in that. Oh, he said Christianity as we know it now is European. They have blonde hair, blue eyes. Jesus. Yep. They that's why I said to them, sacrifice is demonic. That's why I said to them, when it comes to Adam, the genealogy of Adam, it goes all the way to Jesus. So if the genealogy of Adam go all the way to Jesus, you know, it represents the Caucasian. According to their Bible, it represents the Caucasian. So so when they say Rastafarians read the Bible and practice the Bible, showing you that it's not a good thing. There are no such thing as demonic. It Christianity lies. Can you cannot become your disciple, please? Can I become your disciple? No, you cannot become my disciple because it's like this here. If you have some questions for me that you may comprehend about the ways of life in the way it should be, which is to go on to the original way of living and the original way of life. If you have any questions, I have no problem with that. I could answer any questions you ask when it comes to the original way of life, liberty, wholeness, walking in oneness of mind, what should happen, what should occur when you have an encounter with the Creator. Any questions you have to ask. But I want you to comprehend that you are not subject to me and I am not subject to you. You are you have a mind of your own. You could think for your own self. And remember this, everything dwells within you. Only thing you have to do, tap in within you. Because the true source is truly within you. And that's all I have to say to you. You're not bound to me. I'm not bound to you. All what I'm saying to you, I if you ask me a question, I have no problem answering no question that you truly want to know of something concerning the Creator, which is the existence of blackness itself. If you want to know anything about that and you want to know about the manifestation of this, I have no problem with that. But when it comes to the religious ways, I deal with no religion. I have no religion is slavery, and I don't want no man to walk in that mindset of slavery and of bondage. I want to be a disciple like a Christian kind of mindset. No, don't walk in that mindset, please. You don't want to be a slave to no man. You don't want to be subjected to no man. You don't want to be in bondage to no man. You want to be a free person. There is no reason to leave religion to go on to a next religion. There is no reason to walk in, leave some form of belief of Christianity and go into a next religion. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Religion, it's a prison, it's a trap. It makes you become dependent upon something. No, you don't need that. You need to be, if you have a question, I don't mind answering your questions. But at all times, tell you this, look within. Remember, what you need to know is very simple. Know this much, that blackness is truly existent itself. Truly existent itself. You see, when you as a person come to know and realize that blackness is truly existent itself, and that without it, nothing exists, and nothing is outside of blackness. Blackness is where all life starts. Now, blackness truly dwells within you, but you cannot see this until the full illumination of the pineal gland. Now, how this occur? You see, when you as a person have fluid fluid retention, the fluid will climb up the chakras, which is the seven chakras, which is climbing up the spine, and this fluid will go onto the pituitary gland and signal to the pineal gland, and the pineal gland will open, and you will see within you. And when you see within you, you actually see beyond the firmament. And when you see beyond the firmament, you will see the blackness, and you will see the earth and the waters. And when you see this, you are actually above that. And when you know you are above that, you're actually looking upon that water, and the blackness you are seeing is actually the reflection of yourself, which is the image that you're seeing in the waters is actually you. And this is when you are above. This is when you know you are above and not upon the earth mindset, that duality mindset. And this is what I am saying to you. So, religion, get out of religion. Okay? Get out of that religious mindset. Don't walk in that. Be no disciple of no man. But be a person that truly seek to know truth. And truth is a true manifestation that dwells within you. See, whenever it happens within you, no man can take that away. No man can change that because you have seen it and heard it for yourself. Okay? God said in the Bible, in Bible is created good and I created evil. Well, the Bible say that God said that he created good and evil. Okay? Now, let's be real and let's reason together so we can I can show you that the Bible is not telling you the truth. Now, if God is the creator, let me put it this way. If God, the God that you are saying, which is of the Bible, okay? Let's listen me out, is the creator, then you would say that this, okay, this, these rules and regulations were determined were determined by that God. We know that the creator itself have no rules, have no regulations. Okay? We know that the creator itself have no rules, no regulations, and are free. So the God of the Bible cannot be the creator that created the earth, the waters, and the woman. Okay? Now, the God of the Bible create laws, rules, and regulations. Okay? If that God of the Bible you are worshiping, then that God is for you. But the creator, which is blackness, that creator which is free, that have no rules, that have no regulations, that is neutral and flows, that creator create no laws. That creator create no evil, because that creator did not determine and does not determine good and evil. Now, if the God of the Bible determined and created good and evil, that's on him. Okay? The God of the Bible said it created good and evil. That's on him. But the creator itself did not create no laws, did not create no regulations. And we know that man is what determines good and evil. So, you're saying that the Bible, God said that he created good and evil, but man is what determines good and evil. So, which one is truth? I think I will go with what I know. What I know that man creates and make the determination of laws and rules and regulation and make the determination of good and evil. I know this. Now your Bible said that God say. So what should I accept? Should I accept that the Bible say that God say that he have created good and evil, or should I accept what I know? I know that man determine good and evil because man have created the laws, the rules, the regulations. So answer the question, what do you think I should accept as truth? Should I abandon what I know, which is the knowing that man create laws and man create regulations and man determine what is good and evil, or believe the Bible when it said that God said that he create good and evil? Which one should I believe? I think I will go along with what I know. What I know, it is man that created, and they created rules and regulations, and man is that which determines what is good and what is evil. I think I will go with that instead of the Bible say. Okay, I will go with what man did. I do want to know, want to lose more. to lose. I do not want to lose more valuable channel. Oh, you don't want to lose more valuable channel. Well, let's keep up with me. I have to unsubscribe, unsub. I have to unsub subconscious so I could sub and in touch. Yeah, no problem with that. With the life. It's all good, my sis. It's all good. It's all good. But like I said to you, all what I'm saying to you is very simple. Remember that religion, it's about you volunteering to be a slave to something or a god somewhere. Okay, that's what religion does. Any religion, it's about oppressing women and it's about oppressing blackness. Religion, religions are that which make you as a person to be a sinner. Because without religion, there will be no accusation of being a sinner. You see where I'm coming from? They will not accuse you of sinning without religion. Religion is the one that tell you you are a sinner. And because of that reason, what the reason why they done that? Because they want to make you feel guilty and make you believe that you need a savior. You don't need no savior. You need to know who you are and what you are. And your mother is the creator of you. And she is the one that actually birthed you. Okay? No matter what they say, that's who birthed you. See it? But like I said to you, you could just send me a message and I will able to send you a message. Yes, I do not want to be a slave to the system. That's right. You don't want to be a slave. And when you accept to worship something or someone, then you are a slave to that thing. And religion does not set you free, but religion make you a slave to what their teachings and their you become a slave. And this is what religion does. So I'm saying to you, my sister, make sure that you comprehend. The system is a duality mindset. That's number one. You got to comprehend the duality mindset. It starts and it is about emotions. Emotions, which is love and hate, good and evil, God and devil, all these are duality. So I'm saying, so but when you come to know that the creator exists on its own, which is blackness, and everything dwells within blackness, the duality mindset that every man walk in, you will be walking in something totally different. And that is wholeness. Wholeness is when you come to the place of knowing self. When you come to know you, you are stable and you are flowing. When you're stable and you are flowing, when you're stable, which is in your right mind, and you are flowing, it's like a river. It flows. Remember, all kind of things will be on the side, but the river continue to flow. And when you settle within that place of wholeness, oneness with self, then you will be that nourishment of everything that surrounds you because you will start to create. And when you start creating, it's time to grow. You'll start to feed people because of creation. When you create things, what happens? Other people benefit from it. And that's what it's about. When you create something, other people benefit from it. Life is God. God is life. Would would an infinite God bound itself to good and evil, or any form of duality, separation? All religion are different guidelines to God, but the experience is never the story. You remind me of amazing brother. Appreciate you too. Yes, I appreciate you. Like I said to you, do not play the game of good and evil. No, I don't play the game of good and evil. Good and evil for me is the duality mindset. I walk in neutrality. Okay? I'm a neutral person. Understand? I don't get caught up in the balance. When you're in the balance, you are in the unstableness. You're unstable. You're not stable. You have to come to the place of stableness. You are whole within self. And to be whole within self is to come to know that existence, which is blackness, that all things dwell within. All things. Not something, all things dwells within it. Without such, there would be nothing upon this earth. Now, you need to realize that we as a people must see the fullness of the Creator itself. We have to. And know that sin, when it comes to sin, it needs rules and regulations. And you as a person, when you come to know the Creator itself, there is no rules and regulations for you. You have no rules. You have no regulations as they make it seem. You have none of that. You have none of that. So just continue to be free. Why are you preaching a hateful message? What hateful message I'm preaching? What hateful message I'm preaching? Knowing yourself? That's a hateful message. Knowing yourself? That's a hateful message. The God message. The God message is clear. It's very clear. God, gods are just idols that men are subject themselves to. Well, I will not burn and I will live forever. But the God that you serve, I will never serve that God because I refuse to be a slave to any man and to anything. So, but I will not burn. So Jesus is king. Jesus is king of who and of what? For sure, he's not a king of me. If he's your king, peace unto you. Walk in your peace. Because I'm not going to come to you if it is your king is your king. I'm not going to fight you over your king. This isn't free. Well, this is another. No, another God of the Bible is not the creator. Okay? I know the God of the Bible is not the creator. It is your God. It is not the creator. It did not create mankind. No. Okay? The God of the Bible did not create mankind. Okay? It's not the creator. There is a creation story. Also, I do not believe in any God. Like I said to you, that creation story is not correct. 'Cause that creation story really it is painting a picture of the Caucasian race, and that's not a good thing as the Bible portrays. For me, it's not a good thing. So, what make you think you are correct? What make me think I am correct? Because I know. I don't think I am correct. This is what I know. I know the Creator image is blackness. I know that blackness exists before anything else existed. I know blackness is true light. I know blackness is the image of the Creator, and it is the manifestation of the Creator. All things are in blackness. All life starts with blackness. So these are things that there are substantial evidence to prove that these things occur and happened. Okay, they are there. It's not something I don't got to try and hunt. And also, these things are things that manifest within you as an individual. So, how do you know you have the right God? I have no right God. Let me say it again to you. I don't worship no God. I don't. God is a God is a slave master. I don't worship no God. I have no God. I I respect that which created all. I comprehend because the creator not looking for the worship from me. There's nothing I could give to the creator, but I receive all things from the creator because the creator is what provides for me. All my needs the creator provided for me because I'm in the flow of that energy of the creator. Okay. Um I am here to learn. Do get do get me mistaken. Thank you for answering. Yeah, if you're here to learn and to ask a question that you really want to get an answer to, I have no problem with that. And this is what I am saying, you know? I have no problem with that. Now, if you got a question, an honest question, I will give you an answer that is truth. I have nothing to hide from you. how high I am? What are you saying? How high I am? To say as if I was smoking or drinking? That's what you're saying? That's the kind of high you're talking about? Eh? That's the kind of high you're talking about? If that's the kind of high you're talking about, I don't smoke weed. I'm not high in no way, in no fashion. Nah, I don't smoke weed. What else? What else you have to ask? I don't need to smoke weed. I'm at the highest. I don't smoke weed. Don't smoke crack. I don't play with crack. Okay, no offense, brother. It's okay, man. You could ask any question you want to ask. Feel free to ask the question. I have no problem with you asking a question. I'm not gonna be offended because you ask a question. I answer the question accordingly. I'm not moved by that. I know who I am and where I stand. I'm not afraid to answer no question. Okay? No, I'm not offended at all. I'm good. Any question you have to ask, feel free to ask. You see my subject and letting you know that no man is born with sin. Um, I thought you were a Rasta. Oh, you thought I was a Rasta. What make you think I was a Rasta? Eh? What make you think I am a Rasta? Eh? What make you think I'm a Rasta? Eh? What make you think I'm a Rasta? Because I am not a Rasta. I'm a free man. I'm a free man. I'm a man that walk in a stable mind. A man that know the Creator for myself. Remember that. I don't need to smoke. I don't need to drink. I'm not subject to the systems of the world. The system of the world are crumbling right before my face. I don't need to be subjected to no drinking, no smoking. For sure, I am free. I am free from all bondage of men. All, not some. Okay? Not some. You know, not some. I am free. So know that. So know that, you know. So know that when it comes to life and freedom, we should continue to be what we are and know that no man was born in sin because when the Creator created them, these people, the Creator itself did not create laws and rules and regulations, but every man was born free. And this is what I am saying. Let's continue to walk in wholeness. let's continue in knowing that you were born free. Say okay. Okay, what? Good day, good day, good day. Okay, what? And this is what I am saying to you. Be free and be true in what you are. Be truth. So know that you are not a sinner, but you are a free man. So walk in life, walk in wholeness, walk in oneness. That's what you are to be. And that's what you ought to do. Walk in wholeness, my people. Continue walking wholeness. Continue walking wholeness.